What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Real McCoy Boy, at the Real McCoy Boy 24 on YouTube. Like and subscribe, share my videos, watch my videos. I got some my Real McCoy Boy Chronicles and my concert footage for Chris Brown. Go there, watch and subscribe, share. Thank you. Like them. Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk, everybody. Let's talk about the woman that went over to her son's girlfriend's house and checked her dad for pulling him out of the bedroom that he told the woman's son not to ever go into his daughter's bedroom. He was welcome in the house. He just didn't want him going into the bedroom. Well, the boy did. He caught him in there. He dragged him out. The mom brought the son over and checked him in front of the son. Now, I saw this on Rickey Smiley, and Da Brat and Rickey Smiley, they were on opposite sides of the fence when it came to what should have been done, how it should have been handled. And because the woman, when she came over there, she was all in the man's face. This was a nice guy. She was all in the man's face, acting like she was the man. You just should have saw her. You could probably go on and look for it on Rickey Smiley, but on YouTube with Rickey Smiley. But she was acting like she was the man, and she did all this in front of her son, which it could have went anyway. The man could have came to the door with a gun if he really wanted to, and she wouldn't have been the wiser of what would have happened next. But my issue is, I'm on the guy's side. He didn't hit the boy. He just pulled him out of there. 2, the boy is disrespectful. The boy has no respect for anybody's things, because if he did, he would not have done that. Da Brat said that she was on the woman's side, that the little girl, his girlfriend should have been the one to stop him from going in there. But my thoughts is that she's the one that invited him in there. But even if she didn't, as the boyfriend, you should be able to make sound decisions. If you see that your girlfriend is trying to make the wrong decision, that's where you come in at. That's what leading is all about when it comes to a relationship with a man and a woman. You have to lead in right decision making. Because if you don't, both of you guys will be all over the place when it's time to make decisions. Mentally all over the place. So that said to me that he had no respect for the man's property or his daughter. And another thing about that is also, they've probably been going in there all this time. They just happened to get caught this time around. And I just feel like the woman should have made her son go to the car, because when she did that, and Rickey Smiley said this, and I completely agree. Even if I hadn't heard him say this, that's how I feel about this. You made it okay for your son to do whatever the heck he wants to do. Like, you made it okay, because you let him believe that whenever he does something, whether it's good or bad, you're going to be there, cussing people out, getting in people's face to protect him. And that is no help for your child. One, if you do have to do something like this, your child should not be around seeing you do it, because it makes it okay in their head. You got to remember that a 15-year-old is still not fully developed mentally. And right now in his head, he's probably thinking, I could do whatever I want, because my mama is going to protect me, and my mama is going to come to my rescue. And that whatever you want is a broad spectrum of things. And some of those things can get you unalived. And you will be like some dumbfounded fool because your mom keeps coming up to your rescue. You, as the boyfriend, should have made the decision not to go in her bedroom, and you should have told her, we're not going to do that. Your dad don't want me in there. I'm not going to do it. I'm not finna get caught up in this mess with getting in trouble with your dad. But again, I believe if it was that easy for him to do it, they probably were already doing it. This probably is not the first time that he's been in the bedroom. That's my guess. And if it was, that was a bad decision on his part. Now, I don't agree with the man putting his hands on someone else's kid. But you have to understand emotions were probably flying all over the place. The boy is blessed and highly favored that the dad wasn't one of those dads that went in there with a gun and been ready. What if the man thought, if he was on top of his daughter, what if he thought that his daughter didn't want anything to do with this? And another scenario, some people, when they get caught, not in this case, but when daughters get caught, they lie and say, oh, he tried to take it from me. And that might not even be true because they don't want to get in trouble. That has happened before. And then someone got hurt. The guy got hurt behind that. But again, like, I am on the side of the dad because that boy was disrespectful to that man's house. That man pays the bills there. That's that man's daughter. I'm sure he cherishes his kids. And you just came in and disrespected it and said that what I told you didn't mean nothing to you. So, having said that, I just feel like he needs to start making better decisions. And I hope that his mom, when she went home, which it probably will go in one ear and out the other because she went over there and took up for him. But I hope that she said, you don't do no mess like that no more. And matter of fact, you not going back over there for a while because you disrespected that man's house. I didn't want him to see that how I felt about what you did for real because he did grab you, but you was wrong for that. I hope that's what she said, but we don't know what she said because she was so busy over there in that man's face. And that man, like I said, that was a nice man. He even said to her, I didn't hit him. I just grabbed him and took him out of my daughter's bedroom. And she just was pointing at him. Don't you ever, like, I'm like, wow. And that's a whole nother story about how, and I understand that there are a lot of women without dads in the house. But you're not a man. You forget that you're not a man. And another thing, you are enabling your kid. When you did that, you enabled your kid. And he can get in a situation that he might not come back or recover from. And it's because of what you put in his head when you stood there in his face and got in that girl's father's face. You shouldn't have never done that. So, you young kids, make better decisions. Like, it's not worth your life to go against what someone told you not to do. It's not worth it. Like, it's just not. That scenario could have went so many negative ways. Like, it could have. I could just start naming off so many ways it could have went. He could have went to prison if she would have said that he attacked her, went to trial and all of this, went to court, and all of that could have been avoided if you would have just listened to that man. Like, that's that man's house. You should have listened to him. You shouldn't have went in his bedroom. If you can't find a secure place for you and her to spend some long time, you don't need to be alone with her. And you didn't need to be alone with her anyways because you're only kids. And that's how you guys end up as young fathers, because you're sneaking around, and that's not something that you should be doing. I hope you got A's and B's in school while you out there sneaking in somebody's kids' bedrooms. But anyways, thank you, people. Have a nice day. Enjoy your life. And subscribe, like to your boy, Real McCoy Boy. The Real McCoy Boy. Peace out.